Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to Power Plays Palace. It's your boy, man. We back again. Ah, man. As the world turns, man, with Spy, right? Yesterday was an interesting day. Good day, I think. So, let's see here. Let's get to the charts, man. Whoo. So, on yesterday, what we were looking at is if SPY reclaimed the high above 758.22, we'd be looking at an entry between 758.30 and 759 with a stop below 756. Target 760, 762, 763. And also we added the support level bounce. So if it went down, pulled back early to support area around 756, 72. We'll be looking for an entry around 756.70, 757.30. Stop below 755.20. Target 758, 760, 762. And if we got a rejection near the 758.22, we was going to look for an entry around 758, 758.50 with a stop above 759.80. Targets being 756.72, 755. 50 and 754.70, and it'll break down short below 756.72 with an entry at 756.50, 755.80 with a stop above 758. Targets being 754.70, 753, 752.50, and that's where our bearish areas would be. Now we would have some bias if it was bullish above 758.22 and 756.72. Those are pre-market highs and lows. That was the range, and the high the day before that was 760.31 with the low being 754. So we're still kind of in an uptrend to me. But let's see what happened yesterday on the chart though, on the spot chart. All right. So boom. Let me take my view off and my EMA off right quick. So in the pre-market, the first thing that we noticed that happened was that SPY had broke down below the pre-market low yesterday. That's what this blue line is. That was the pre-market low that I had previously set right before the market opened at 9:05, and it broke down here to 755.89. But by the time it opened, it was at 757.01. You had some consolidation. These first two candles here. This is a 5-minute chart. And then from there, around 756.75, it started to work its way all the way back up until it got to 760.40. So if we're gonna go back to the chart, all right, that support bounce. It's one of the reasons why I wanted to get a better visual aid, is so I can add this side to the chart. Now I put this in our group, the Discord, every day, but the support bounce, that pull back into that support zone around the pre-market low that we had previously set. You see right there that support bounce level where it says from 756.70, you put the stop below 755.20. And then you target 758.22 and 760.31 right here on this second level. That right there is one of the reasons why I wanted to put that on this chart, so you can actually see that, because I do have that posted in the group every day. But now you can see from there, you could have played that thing all the way up to the 760.40 area, which would have been right on cue with the chart saying 760.31, but right there. And then from there, you got a little rejection, and then a brief little pullback to 759. And then I consider this consolidation, this little area right here, really, because it went from 760. You can get down to 758. It's about a $2 area, but on a larger time frame, this is a larger time frame. On a larger time frame, this is the 15-minute. See after it went here, it came back up into this area, and then when it pulled back to 759, I consider that consolidation. See all that? You got wicks on both sides, and then at the end of the day, it hit this 758 area, and then it pushed back up to where it closed the day at 759.46. So that's where we at right there, and so from there, that's where we closed at. So we have a pretty decent day on the chart there. So we looking at that area. We didn't get the pullback on the bear side, but for the most part, I would say that the chart pretty much and the projections for yesterday played out pretty good. And so let's look at the chart for today. All right. Like I told you, I start with the pre-market high. So for today, our pre-market high right now is 759.63, low 758.35. It is currently right at 8 o'clock. So we still got an hour and a half before the market open. But in the event, we do have all these scenarios covered here. So what we have is a breakout long if it goes above 759.63. Entry 759.70, 760.10. Stop below 758.20. Targets being 760.40, 761.50, and 762.50. And that's if it reclaimed the pre-market high, and it'll be going towards the next level on my chart. The way I do things would be the previous day's high once it breaks through that. But if we get that support pullback, we get the pullback to the 758 area, 758.35, 758.80. But it's not a strong pullback. So I stop below 757. Targets being 759.63, 760.40, and 762. And that's with the pre-market support, if it can hold up, because if it starts to go down, which you could see some pullback, we're in the all-time high areas. But if it starts to go down, what you can do is play it safe, and just let the market kind of guide you. Once it pulls back into this area, if those candles are weak, the volume ain't right, then this could be a great area for a reversal to come back up. It could just be a pullback. That doesn't mean it's a reversal, and so be mindful of that. But on the bear side, if it goes up and tries to break the pre-market high and it rejects off of that, we put your stop above 760.80, give you some wiggle room. But you set your target at 758.35, 757.23, and 756. And that's if you get resistance in the pullback area up there around the pre-market high. And then on the other side of that, if we get a breakdown, if it pulls back early, then you get some resistance as if it's try to push back. But if it pulls back early and then we don't get the break back through the 758.35 and it doesn't hold above that, then we put our stop above 759.20, and then we'll target 757.23, 756, and then the next level on the chart, which would be 755. Because at that point, you'll still be in the same general area, but that just shows that we're in these all-time highs and it don't have enough liquidity yet to kind of push through. Doesn't mean it won't eventually, because got some people in the group saying we finna hit 800 before the end of the year. That'll be interesting if it happens. But there's still an opportunity for some pullback, so that's why you look at both sides. But again, this is not financial news and not financial information. This is not financial advice. This is just some ideas from a person who trade every day based on the parameters I use to trade. But if anything I say helps you, you can always like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment on the video. But in the meantime, if we're above 759.63, that pre-market high, and we hold it, then that's a bullish sign that we're going to probably be bullish. But if we get below 758.35 and we can't hold it, and that's a sign, that's a bearish sign that we might be falling below. And so what we want to do is we want to make sure that we keep all those things in mind, man, and watch each levels. But that's That 759.63 is the pre-market high, so watch that. And if it falls below that 758.35, then that we definitely want to be looking for. I ain't gonna say definite, cause the spot can change in a heartbeat. But we would, based on what we have set for today, then it'll be an opportunity to look for puts at that area at that time. So that's where we are today, man. This is Power Play Palace, man. This is our video for today. Those are our levels, and if you know anything we say in the video help you, hey man, like, share, and subscribe, man. But in the meantime, I'm gonna catch up with y'all tomorrow, man. But do not get man. Do not get rushed. Take your time in these trades and do what you gotta do. And we'll see you tomorrow, man. It's Power Plays Palace, man. Get your trade on. We out.